Hi, I'm Eric Hess, and I am really excited to be announcing the Encrypted Economy podcast. In this short podcast episode, I want to answer some questions that you might be asking yourself. Basically, the what, the how, the who, the why, as well as the when and where questions. So, let's get going. What am I going to cover in the Encrypted Economy podcast? The Encrypted Economy podcast explores the business, the laws, regulation, and security relating to our most valuable digital data. Whether that's a financial asset itself, proprietary data, or personally identifiable information. Encryption is an enabler. It allows efficiencies and business models to be built around this data. And the more valuable that data is, the more it needs to be secured by encryption. It is an underpinning of why we are able to transfer and process data and digital assets. Next question. How am I going to do this? And what's the format of the show? Most weeks it's going to be an interview, but some weeks it just might be me doing a deeper dive on a topic and trying really hard to keep it interesting. Give me feedback if you want to hear more, you want to shape it, go for it. Who am I? I am the founding partner of Hess Legal. My clients are regulated and unregulated financial services firms, including digital asset exchanges, quant trading system providers, broker-dealers, investment advisors, and I love working with all of them. I really do. I'm also the president of Helical Inc., a cybersecurity SaaS platform focused on small to medium-sized businesses. I've spent over 20 years in top legal, GC, CLO, advocacy as a lobbyist, and management roles for equities exchanges, broker-dealers, fintech companies, digital asset and cybersecurity companies. My expertise spans legal, compliance, cybersecurity, and privacy, technology and operational risk management, corporate finance and governance, and government policy. I do a fair amount of transactional work. I have a variety of broker-dealer and cybersecurity licenses and certifications. Now, I've always been a technology-obsessed attorney. As general counsel for a fintech company in different equities, markets, or exchanges, I always found myself digging a bit deeper to understand the technology that impacted how we were regulated or what laws we were subject to. As a result, I often found myself so deep that I was heading up technical projects or teams on an interim or sometimes, as in the case of cybersecurity, on a permanent basis. When I was at Lehman, prior to 2008, obviously, I started there. I was there for about 5 years, and one of the first things I did is I wanted to meet with the developers and understand, what they were working on as related to complying with regulation. And I often took things just a step further, reaching out to regulators to change rules when I saw technical inefficiencies that just didn't make sense. Not only were we able to change the rules, but we were also able to put in a process to help the SEC and FINRA be more aware of technical impact of some of the rule proposals that they were making. My focus on technology and the interaction of technology with law just never stopped, never went away. I find myself heavily involved in technical and business requirements drafting, QA processes, infrastructure, DevOps, support, all sides. The only thing I don't do is I don't code. I can't code for my life. And I'm never going to stop being fascinated by the way that technology shapes the law and regulation and vice versa. So why am I doing this? I've written blogs for about a decade. Initially wrote a lot about financial regulation, then shifted more to include cybersecurity and risk management. The Encrypted Economy gives me the opportunity to engage firsthand with the people who are the doers and to learn from them and to help the audience learn from them, and then to shape it maybe with episodes where I just do a deep dive and key off of some of the things that they said. So I think it broadens the appeal. It's another channel to reach out to the audience, and it's like doing research firsthand, live on the mic. So something very exciting about that. If I am successful, most of the people I'm going to bring on the show will not be people you have ever heard from before, because I'm not targeting the faces, the spokespeople. I'm targeting the doers, or those that have a unique subject matter expertise or perspective. I want to peel back the layers. I want to focus on the component parts, the plumbing of the encrypted economy. I'm really looking forward to learning and engaging with really interesting people about topics that I am super juiced about. Next, when will you be doing this? And where can I find your podcast? So you're going to be able to find my podcast on any podcast streaming app. I am targeting once a week. Well, that's a wrap for episode 1. Thanks for listening, and I hope you tune in for episode 2 and grow with the show. This is your host, Eric Hess, with the Encrypted Economy.